Well, Jane Ace is now going through the checking account phase of her household budget. Mr. Ace gave her $100 with which to start the account, and he wants an accurate checkbook kept on expenses. This episode takes place in two scenes. Jane at the bank, and then to Mr. Ace's office. But first to Jane, who is opening her account today at a bank. We find her being ushered into the desk of the man who starts new accounts. Listen.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good morning. Afternoon. Is it that late already?
Yes, it's 1:15.
My goodness, I've been in more banks today. I've wasted a whole morning.
Well, I hope we'll be able to accommodate you.
Well, I hope so. Well, I won't mince meat. Do I have to have $500 before I can start a checking account here?
No, madam.
Do you charge me if I have less than $500 in the bank?
No, madam.
At last.
Do you wish to open a checking account here?
Yes, sir.
I see. How much are you opening the account with?
$100.
I see. I'll have to ask you some routine questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's all right.
If you'll just sign this card here and this card...
Oh, no, now wait just a minute before I sign anything.
But this is just to get your signature, that's all.
I know, but I'm very careful about signing anything. I'd like to talk it over first.
Talk what over?
Well, different things. How's business here?
Business?
Yes, I mean in the bank.
Oh, I see. Well, if you wish a statement, I have here our last report, if you care to look it over. Here it is.
What's this?
Our last statement. You see there, our capital is $1 million. Surplus and undivided dividends, $1,090,400. Time deposits average $2,025,950. Net demand...
How about blotters?
A big one?
Blotters. Do you give blotters away?
No blotters, madam. Net demand deposits average $8,125,600. Deposits in foreign branches, $1,032,550.
But no blotters.
No, madam, no blotters.
Oh, why is that?
Why? Well, simply because we don't, that's all. We did send our customers calendars at the start of the year, but...
Oh, calendars. Well, that's nice.
Oh, that's one of them on that wall there, right back of it.
Oh, what a beautiful picture.
Yes, it does make an attractive picture.
Well, I'll take one of those.
Well, yeah, I think I can find you one somewhere. Now, if you'll just sign this card here and this card...
Well, I guess I might as well. What does this mean if I sign it?
Oh, that's merely your signature. Sign it just the way you're going to sign your check.
Oh, I see. Right here?
Yes, that's it.
There. Is that right?
I don't know. That is your name, isn't it?
Yes, Jane Ace.
Yes. Now, Miss Ace?
Mrs. Ace.
Oh, I see, Mrs. Ace. Now, if you'll just sign this one the same way.
Oh, what are these for? I don't understand what I'm doing.
These are your signatures. When we get a check through, we compare the signature on your check with the one on these cards. And that way we make sure you were the one who signed the check.
Oh, I see. That's cute.
Yes, that's cute. Now, if you'll just sign this card.
All right. I think I'll sign this one with my glove off. Do you mind?
With your glove
Yes,
off?
I think I can do it a little neater. These gloves are kind of tight anyhow, and I think... There. Now, right here?
Yes, just as you sign this other one.
There. See, it is neater that way. Now you'll be able to tell if you get a check signed like this one that I had my glove off. And if it looks like that one, you'll know I had my glove on.
They're practically the same.
Oh, no. Look at the way this J comes up here with a kind of a curl. And this one here where I had my glove on, it sort of slants up straight like.
Yeah, but to all intents and purposes, the two signatures are alike.
You think so? I don't, because look.
But they'll do, Mrs. Ace.
Well, the one with the glove is not as neat as the one without the glove.
To an expert eye, they go hand in hand.
Oh, but anybody can see. Oh, that's cute, hand-in-hand glove.
Yeah. Well, now, if you just answer these routine questions, eh?
I don't know if I sign my name the same every time. Maybe I better take those cards home and practice signing checks the same way.
Oh, no. These are for our files. You'll find you sign your name about the same way every time.
I do?
Yes, we all do. Every letter may not be the same every time, but there are certain characteristics that are always appearing. Now, you'll notice here, in these two signatures, the E in Jane and the E in Ace both trail off with a downward slope.
Yes, I never noticed that.
You do it subconsciously.
Oh, I'll have to be careful from now on and make them slope down like that, won't I?
As I say, you'll do that subconsciously. That's just natural. Now, if you'll...
you know what I'm afraid of? I might get nervous writing a check. I might not be able to slope the E's down like that. What happens then?
What happens?
Yes, suppose you get a check of mine and you look at my name and it doesn't look the way I wrote it on these cards.
Well, if there's too great a difference, we'll get in touch with you. But as I say, it'll come natural to you. You've been signing your name this way for a long time, Mrs. A.
Yes, but never on a check. I hope I don't get nervous.
What's there to get nervous about? After all, it's only a check.
Oh, but it's just like money, isn't it?
Yes, after your signature is on it.
Oh, that's just it. It depends on how I sign it. I wonder if you've got some checks here I could practice on.
Practice?
Yes, I'd like to see if I sign my name the same way on every check.
Well, haven't you ever written a check before?
Oh, no, this is the first time I ever had a checking account where I wrote checks.
Oh, then this is the first bank account you ever had.
Well, I had a Christmas savings fund once, but I never wrote checks on that. And once my husband and I had a checking account in both of our names when we first got married.
Oh, a joint bank account.
Oh, I wouldn't say joint. It was one of the prettiest buildings on the boulevard.
No, I mean that's what we call a joint account. You could both throw checks on it.
Yes, but I never did. That's why I thought I'd like to practice on a few checks first.
Well, I think that can be managed if you think it's necessary.
What kind of a checkbook do I get?
Any kind you'd like. I suppose the small lady's checkbook is what you would need.
Yes, I'm a small lady, I guess.
Well, I have one here. Yes, here's one. This is a book of 50 checks.
50, is that all?
Oh, we can give you as many as you like. Of course, you know our policy is to charge 10 cents for every check you write.
Beg pardon?
Well, you see, we don't have any minimum balance requirement, nor do we charge you for deposits or anything like that. We just have a charge of 10 cents for every check.
You mean if I take this book of 50 checks, I have to pay 10 cents a check? That's 50 plus 10. Now, let me see.
Oh, no. You don't pay us for the checks until you write them. We charge you for every check that comes through.
10 cents?
Yes, it's the 10-cent check policy.
Well, that's something like we used to play poker. We had 10-cent checks. The blues were 25, and the whites
Yes, I understand, Mrs. A. But this policy has been in effect at this bank for some time now.
But if I'm going to give you $100, I don't see why you charge me to write a check.
Well, it's a convenience for you, Mrs. A. I presume you wish to pay all your bills by check?
Yes, but then...
Well, this is for your convenience. Your canceled checks are your receipts. We sort of help you with your bookkeeping. For that convenience, we charge you the small sum of 10 cents a check. I think that's fairly reasonable, don't you?
Well, I guess so. You know, one other bank I went to wanted to charge just for taking my money. Why, I was never...
Oh, we have no such charges here, Mr. Bates. The 10 cents a check is the only charge we'll make as long as your account is with us.
And I don't have to pay for these checks? You're just going to give them to me for nothing?
Oh, absolutely. The only charge is for the checks you write.
And I get the calendar besides?
Yeah. Now, if you'll just answer these questions here, I think we can get this over with. What business is your husband in?
Real estate.
Does he have a bank account?
Oh, yes. He gave me this check for $100.
Hello. How do you happen to be downtown today?
Oh, hello, dear.
What's up?
Oh, what a day, what a day.
What's the matter?
Oh, let me sit down and rest.
Sure. What's all that stuff you're carrying there?
Oh, this is from the bank.
Oh, you opened your bank account today?
Yes, and what a time I had. Did you know that banks charge you to take your money?
Sure. Oh, you mean if you have a balance under $500?
Yes, well, I didn't know it, and I sure told some of them a thing or two.
Jane, that's no way. You can't start arguments with banks.
Well, I did. I wasn't going to let them get away with anything like that. And putting on the rich like some of them do when you tell them you've got $100 to start with.
Well, what banks did you go to? Why didn't you go to some little bank around the house? Why come downtown here?
Listen, dear, my $100 is just as important to me as anybody else. And I'm going to make sure it's taken care of. Some of those banks I went to. I'm glad I didn't start in some of them. The way they leave money lying around on those counters back there.
What do you mean? How do you know what they leave?
I looked around before I talked to anybody about starting my account. Some of them are very careless. I know I wouldn't want my $100 just lying around loose on a counter. Why, somebody could accidentally knock it off on the floor.
Well, Jane, they'd pick it up if
I don't know if some of them would, the way they act when you mention $100. I don't even know if they'd bend down to pick up $100.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go with you to start an account for you.
Oh, I started one.
You start? But you say you didn't like the bank.
Oh, I found one. It took me till just now. Honestly, I've been in so many banks, I'm beginning to feel like one, but I found one. At least they don't charge you for taking my money. I never
Which bank is it?
Well, here it is. I've got a checkbook and everything.
Yes, what is that everything you're carrying around
Oh,
there?
this is a calendar. It's the most beautiful picture.
Well, what's that got to do with the
Well,
bank
first let
account?
me show you the check. I've got a whole book of 50 of them, and it cost me 10 cents for every check I write.
cost you 10 cents.
Yes, because he said it's for my convenience. It's like getting a receipt for my money. He explained it to me.
Yes, but 10 cents a check.
Oh, well, that's not nice.
Well, if you see to it that you don't write too many checks, it's
And
not...
I wish you could have seen me practicing writing checks. Here they are. Let me show you. These are just practice checks. He showed me how. Because I was afraid I might get nervous signing my name on a check. But I was pretty good. Look, how's that?
Paid to the order of Marge Hale, $1.30.
100 cents.
Yes. And here's one to me, $2.50.
Uh-huh. See how neatly I signed it? But look at this one. Here's the one I got nervous on. I do it all right up to $10, then I get nervous. See how I forgot to float these
Well,
E's?
if it makes you nervous, I wouldn't write any checks for over $10.
I guess I won't be able to unless I can get over being so nervous.
Yes, you'll get over. What's all this other stuff here? A calendar, you say?
Yes, they gave me this beautiful picture.
Oh, picture.
Well, it is a calendar, but there's only 2 months left, and you can always keep it as a picture.
Yes, I guess you can. Do they give these away to the bank to
Yes,
everybody?
they didn't have any blotters, so they give away these pictures. And I guess they've got a right to.
A right to.
Sure they have. If the picture houses can have bank nights, I guess banks can have picture nights if they want to.
Oh, yes, I guess they can if they want to, Jane.
And so Jane starts out on a check writing career. Only she's too nervous to write a check for over $10. We'll learn how she makes out when next we meet the Easy Aces.